Welcome, dear dreamer. Before you let your thoughts drift away and your eyes grow heavy, come with me, just for a little while, into a land not shown on any map. A place that exists only between moments, between dreams. Tonight, I'll tell you a story about a quiet village, a curious little dreamer, and a secret forest where stars come down to whisper their secrets into the world. This is the story of the Forest of Whispering Stars. So close your eyes now, take a soft, deep breath, and let your body grow heavy. Let the worries of today melt away as we journey together through twilight and magic. In a valley wrapped in rolling hills and soft winds, there was a village called Moon Hollow. It was a village like no other, so peaceful that even the wind tiptoed through it. The houses were made of polished stone and painted wood. Each roof sloped like a cradle, every window laced with ivy and wildflowers. When evening came, the entire village turned golden. Lanterns glowed with honey-colored light, and the chimneys puffed clouds that smelled like cinnamon and tea. In this gentle village lived a child named Lena. She had the quietest voice in town, eyes full of dreams, and a curious heart that never stopped wondering. Lena loved bedtime more than any other time of day, because it was when she could hear the wind whisper through her window, or imagine the clouds as sleeping giants. Each night before tucking in, she would whisper toward the moon, "Tell me something new tonight." One evening, as Lena snuggled beneath her blanket, a light shimmered just beyond her window, soft, silver, and gentle. A tiny being, no bigger than her thumb, hovered there. It looked like a pearl wrapped in wings of stardust. It was a star drop, a spirit born from falling stars, sent to visit those who believe in dreams. "Hello, Lena," it whispered in a voice like wind through curtains. "Would you like to see where dreams are born?" Lena blinked, unsure if she was asleep or dreaming already. But her heart knew it was real. She slipped from her bed, her bare feet landing softly on the wooden floor, and followed the star drop through the window and into the night. The world outside was no longer her backyard. The star drop had led her into the whispering woods, a forest so ancient and gentle that even the trees breathed slowly. The trees here were tall and draped in silvery moss. Their bark glowed faintly, and their leaves shimmered with starlight. The air smelled of lavender, pine, and the first page of a well-loved book. As she walked, the star drop glowed ahead, lighting her path. The forest spoke in soft sighs and gentle murmurs. She passed glowing mushrooms that giggled when touched, and slow-moving fireflies the size of teacups. Then she met a yawning fox, curled on a velvet log, stretching his paws into the air with a deep, luxurious yawn. "Where to, little one?" the fox asked sleepily. "To the place where dreams are born," Lena whispered. "Ah," the fox said, curling back into a yawn.
Then listen carefully. The path will lead you to the river of murmurs. Cross it with calm feet, and don't speak, for the river listens.
Soon Lena heard the soft sounds of water, not rushing or tumbling, but whispering. Before her lay the river of murmurs. It was a wide, glassy stretch of water. Beneath the surface flowed dreams, echoes, and murmurs from sleeping minds around the world. If you listened closely, you could hear them. A child in another land dreaming of candy trees, a fisherman dreaming of the sea he lost in youth, a cat dreaming of sunbeams that never end. Lena stood at the edge, mesmerized by the flickering lights and sounds below. The star drop summoned a bridge, made of mist, glowing slightly with each breath Lena took. She stepped on it, carefully, slowly. Each footfall made a soft chime, like a lullaby note. And as she walked across, she felt her body grow lighter, her mind floatier, like she was walking through her own dream. On the other side of the river stood something incredible. A tree taller than the sky, wider than a mountain. The skyroot tree. Its bark was made of polished silver wood. Its branches stretched so high they held stars in their arms. Inside the trunk of the tree was a spiral path of glowing moss and floating steps. Lena and the star drop ascended, slowly, as moonlight spilled through the bark. At the very heart of the tree lived a gentle creature, the dream gardener. He was shaped like a bear, but his fur shimmered like clouds at dawn, and his eyes were filled with the night sky. "Welcome, Lena," the dream gardener said, with a voice like wind through wind chimes. Here we tend the garden of dreams. All around them floated tiny glowing dream seeds, each one softly pulsing with a different kind of light. Hope, joy, adventure, peace. Would you like to plant one? Lena nodded. Together they planted a dream of flying across oceans on a feathered whale, a dream of peace for a child far away, a dream of laughter for someone who'd forgotten how. Time passed differently inside the skyroot tree. The stardrop floated in circles, singing lullabies in a language only the stars knew. The dream gardener showed Lena a book, a living journal where each page told someone's dream from that very night. Lena read about a dragon who made tea for lost travelers, about a lighthouse that sang instead of flashing lights, about a girl who became a cloud and rained happy tears on sad cities. Each dream planted gently floated upward, carried by the breeze to a sleeper somewhere on earth. Lena realized then her quiet bedtime wishes mattered. All dreams did. The gardener gave Lena a gift, a tiny acorn of light. "Plant this in your heart," he said, "and you'll always know your way back here." It was time to return. The stardrop guided Lena down the spiral steps, back through the forest, across the river and past the yawning fox, now fully asleep. As they neared her house, dawn was just touching the hills with peach-colored light. Lena climbed back into bed. The stardrop rested gently on her pillow, and with a final shimmer, faded into the morning breeze. She curled under her blanket, the acorn of light warm near her heart, and whispered, "Thank you." Outside, the moon faded, the sun rose, and the whispering woods fell silent again, waiting for the next dreamer. The end.